After a long wait, it's finally here, the iPhone 5s. On the face of it, there are a lot of differences and there's a lot of similarities if you compare it to the iPhone 5. If you look at the phone, it looks exactly like the iPhone 5. I mean, for somebody who's not initiated to the entire thing about the iPhone 5s being different, you don't really see any difference. Why I say that is because I have the iPhone 5 here with me and you can hardly tell the difference. There are subtle changes, but the major things like everything including the volume rocker key, the power key, the camera placement, the SIM card slot, it's exactly the same throughout. But there are minor changes here. The fingerprint scanner is now integrated in the home button with the silver ring around it. This is one thing which is going to identify your iPhone 5s from an iPhone 5. And the other thing is the dual LED flash at the back. This again is something new to the iPhone 5s. Apart from this, these little visual changes, the rest remains the same. You have new colors with the 5s. What we have here is the silver color. You also have the option of the space gray and the golden version, which is fairly limited in stock anywhere in the world, but it looks brilliant. Now, the build quality, the materials, it's exactly the same as the iPhone 5. So there's one little risk of this phone also being exactly as susceptible to scratches and nicks as the iPhone 5. But the iPhone 5s, Apple say, has been given a more metallic color, which will hold on better for longer. Well, we can't really judge it right now. We'll only be able to judge it once we've used the phone for a while. Apart from the visual differences and similarities, there's a lot that's changed on the inside. What you get now is a much faster processor, but that you would expect from an incremental update in the S cycle anyway. But with the processor also comes the M7 Motion Core processor. You can read up about the details of how that thing works in our detailed review, but in a nutshell, basically what the Motion Core processor does is it's the separate processor which takes readings from all your sensors in the phone, your gyroscope, accelerometer, etc., etc. That basically means lesser load on the main processor, better battery life, and your apps, all your fitness apps basically do not really do as much of a load on the battery as they would till now. The 64-bit processor, the main one, is again something that makes it quite future-proof. At the moment, you don't have many apps to utilize the 64-bit architecture apart from Apple's own apps. We've run the benchmark tests on this, and the same benchmark test on the Safari browser in the iPhone 5 and the 64-bit version on the iPhone 5s. The scores are immensely different. So that gives you an example of how much better the 64-bit architecture will be once all your apps can use it. Till then, this phone could be considered an incremental update because your apps, most of your apps may not be utilizing the full potential. The camera is an excellent upgrade. The Touch ID feels pretty much at home straight away once you get used to it. I mean, there are not many apps to use it. Again, it's fairly restricted to the Apple app ecosystem at the moment, but it's not going to take too long for the app developers to kind of integrate this feature into their apps. I mean, the potential and the possibilities with the Touch ID are limitless basically. You could end up touching the screen, opening the app and simply touching the screen to sign into your Gmail app, for example, if you don't have it set up in your mail in the mail app, or you could do the simple touch to sign into Facebook. Similarly, for the Motion Core processor that we just talked about, again, the possibilities are limitless. I pick up my phone, the sensor detects I've picked up the phone, it immediately refreshes my Twitter feed. Or if my phone is lying unused for quite a while, it may realize I'm sleeping, or maybe I've left the phone at home, and it could stop data connections on it. So that's the kind of possibilities that you have with the upgraded version of the iPhone 5s's hardware. Now again, it's a phone which at the moment you're paying a lot of money for it, no doubt about it, and it may feel like an incremental update for the most part of you using it as a phone. But if you're planning on using this phone for, let's say, the next 2.5, 3 years, this has enough future potential in it to last you that while without feeling outdated. Please do stay tuned on our website to read the detailed review of the performance and whatever aspects of the phone that we like and whatever we don't like on our website. This is a first look at the iPhone 5s.